Good morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this shite that I just chuck out now. I just mess about. I just arse about doing this now. And do you know what? I have more fun arsing around now than the pressures of trying to do something of like this magnitude of doing YouTube to entertain people is absolutely ridiculous. All people get all stabby in the backy and gobshite. And it just gets, hold on, that's better out. I just love arsing around. Today for this video, I am actually going to review something that you will not believe. You won't believe. Now, it's Christmas time, it's mistletoe and wine. There'll be children singing and dancing Christmas rhymes and probably running away from people like Jimmy Savile, who is dead, and I don't know why I do that. You'll probably work out why I did it, but I can't say it. I can't say it on YouTube. YouTube will just fucking bastard. Now, so I said it's Christmas time. Now, back in the day, when I was a wee little van driver, I didn't start driving a van until I was 17. But I had one of those little red pedal cars. They were good. I like that. And then I had a go-kart thing, and that was a pedal one, and had a handbrake, and I could start at the top of the garden, come flying down the garden. And if my mum and dad didn't know, I'd wet the grass, right? Wet the grass, and then as I come down, I could handbrake turn this fucking go-kart. Brilliant. And also, we had like a little walkway outside of our house, so I could come flying down the garden, and then like a chicane, go down to the bottom of the drive. And you go down to the bottom of the drive, and because you're going that fast, you're nearly at the main road, and like all the drivers go, beep, beep. And like, what? I'm in control. And then you pedal back up at the thing, and then you fucking through the chicane, back up to the garden, fucking spin it round, and then do it all again. Yeah. So anyway, when I was a wee go-kart driver, we used to stop round my grandma's. Granny Gert, Uncle Steve's mum. They're both dead, so that don't matter. Well, it does to them. So anyway, we used to go around. My granny used to have a coal fire. Fucking brilliant. Traditional Christmas. Me and my sister, we used to make all the Christmas decorations. You get the sticky back paper and you'd lick it and you'd make the chains and you'd put them up, and you get the Christmas tree out, the old proper tinsel Christmas tree with the glass baubles, and then you put a piece of string up and then all the fucking Christmas cards, and it was fucking brilliant. And that was just in August. So anyway, one of the things that we used to do is my grandma had a toasting fork, and we could do toast bread on the fire. Great. One of them big door ones that you open and then you shut it and then you put the fucking thing in, and all the ash would fall down, then you have to take the ash out. Then you used to have to put the ash into the metal bin, because if you put it into a plastic bin, then you'd have a fire. Oh, great. In the smelling Colville in Leicestershire of a smelly, dirty bin that's on fire, because some twats put their ashes out in the bin. Or they put the ashes in and there's a newspaper in the bottom. These were the days before Greta and a recycling. This was the days before we were told what to do and basically controlled by the media and the rich people telling us to eat fucking less beef and eat more bugs. Well, they just carry on doing what they fucking want. And anyway, come winter time, we used to have these chestnut things, but they weren't in these. They used to be in a shell, and you'd put them on the toasting stalk, and then you'd put them in, and then you'd take them out, peel them, and the bread on, and you'd blow the fucking ash, the cinders on the thing, and it'd glow, and it was just a magical time of the year. Something that the kids of today will never, well, most kids of today will never, ever, Y2J, experience of sitting round a fire with your family and your loved ones, roasting chestnuts and cracking your nuts. That'll never ever happen for a lot of people. Most kids nowadays just probably want a fucking new knife or something. It's all materialistic shit. There is no memory making. And I've just reviewed the Chris, and the Chris are there for making memories, but memories of Christmas in my lifetime. And we tried to carry that on for Ginge as well, was to just be like as a family and just experience good times, drinking port and sherry and mead and sitting round. And we do try to like turn our devices off and actually watch TV, because back in the 70s and the 80s and up to the mid 90s, that is what you did at Christmas time. You had a Christmas ritual where you sat down and Granny Gert would cook the dinner. My dad and my mum, and sometimes us when we were getting older, we went to the pub and we came back and we'd sit down, and my Auntie Sue and Uncle Steve were there. And it's just really, really great times and really great memories. And a lot of people nowadays don't have that, because Christmas means fuck all to people. And I think that's what's probably up with me as well at this moment, is that Christmas has now become too commercialised. It's shit. It's just shit. Anything that kids want nowadays, they just fucking get it. They want, like, Mum, I want a new PlayStation. Yeah, all right, I'm going to get you one. We'll get it on credit and we'll just struggle to pay for it. Back in my day and my sister's day, and anybody who was a kid in the 70s and the 80s, you had to wait for Christmas or your birthday for that special treat. But nowadays, it's just like, and I'm just as guilty as that. I mean, you know, Ginge, I used to try and get Ginge a new phone on a birthday. She'd have a phone on a birthday and a tablet on the following year. So we tried to keep it in that, and the other year I bought her a car, but it was on a birthday, and then she'd get another present on Christmas. But nowadays, you can just go and buy anything, anytime, anywhere, any place, and you whack it either on credit. I can remember my mum and dad, though, really struggling. I had a chopper, and I can remember my mum and dad, like, you know, struggling to buy me a chopper, a red one, with the gears in the middle, that, and then one year I had a Rally Ace, and they were the things to have. But nowadays, kids are just spoiled. We don't have no memories. I think if things were made where you actually got the presents on your birthday and your Christmas day, I mean, oh, tough shit if your birthday's on. Can I just go and shut these bloody dogs up? Bloody idiots. Yeah, and this is it. So this is what I'm getting at here. I don't really know what this fucking video is about, to be fair. I was just going to review Chestnuts, but then I've gone on to a memory tangent of what it should be. And yeah, it's quite sad really when you look back, and when you think that kids of today will never experience a 70s Christmas, a white Christmas. Without it being racist, of course, because you can't have a white Christmas, can you? You know, and it's just, they don't understand that family values seem to have gone out the window completely nowadays for a lot of families. Yeah, just sad. So anyway, I've been to Aldi, and like I said, I used to sit there with my grandma, and we'd see the new year in as well. We'd sit there, and my granny would let me have a little drop of whiskey to see the new year in. My grandma never drank. She would have a baby sham on New Year's Eve. She might have something on a Christmas day, or a wedding or a christening or something. She should probably have a drink, but my grandma never drank. Devout Catholic. Tried to make me in that game. Fucking no chance. No way. No fucking way in the world I'm doing that. Yeah, so anyway, we used to sit there, we'd sit singing Old Lang Syne. She let us see the new year. My mum and dad would come back from a party or wherever they'd been, down the pub, on a fancy dress thing. And it was great. It were magical times to, you know, them memories will never leave me, sitting around, you know, just watching the new year come in. But now even New Year's shit in this country because it's all commercialised. We used to go out around the village, fancy dress and everything. It were great times. But now even that shit, because all the pubs will charge you about fucking 20 quid to get in. Why do you want to charge me 20 quid to get into a pub that any other time of the fucking year, you're begging me to come in? You beg me to go into a pub. You beg me to go into a pub and buy your beer and buy your food. You're practically there fucking driving the van in. You're like a fucking harpoon and you're like, and you get me van and you fucking reel me in and put me in the car park. You want me that much. But come New Year's Eve, you want to charge me fucking 20 quid to get in? Well, you can fuck off. I ain't doing it. Not fucking doing it. I'll sit here with my family, drinking Madry, talking shit and eating chestnuts. Fuck that up, didn't I? Chestnuts. Because what we do, you get the chestnuts. They're already peeled. I wonder where they're from. Doesn't say where they're from. Doesn't say where they're from. And then you get the chestnuts. Do you want a chestnut? Have a look at them. How can you get it? Okay. There you go. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost biting at your nipples. So what it is, they've been peeled. I don't know how they peel them so well. Yeah, look folks, there's one of me nuts in your face. And there's the other one. Oh, it ain't gonna fucking focus. And there it is. And you can eat them. Now, get out. Now these are really, really good. When you do Brussels, right, don't overboil the Brussels. Just cook the Brussels for about 3, 4, 5 minutes at max, right? Chop up some streaky bacon into little bits, fry that up, chuck these in as well, warm these up, put the Brussels in here, knob of butter, absolutely perfect. Everybody will eat these. I could eat these like crisps. Oh. You can bang them in the air fryer and warm them up. Absolutely fucking fabidozy. Oh, she ain't happy, is she? Old little fucking Nicola Sturgeon. She ain't happy. She's not downtrodden. Right, battery lights flashing. I hope you've enjoyed this little one-off video, and I'll get you very soon. Laters.